Hi Otters, welcome back to the final lesson of the week. Well done for reading chapters, what was it? It was 13 to 15 yesterday, well done. Today we're going to focus on chapter 15, so I'm going to read this chapter to you now. Again, there's another statement in there that I want us to focus on. I think you're going to really enjoy this, this lesson. So if you want to follow along with your book at home, that's great. You need to turn to page 47. If you haven't got the book at home, use the online images that I have uploaded, and if not, you can just listen to me read. So I'm going to read the statement, I'm going to read the chapter, should I say. After I've read the chapter, I'm going to read the statement. Once I've read the statement, I'm going to give you some time to think about it, and then I'm going to create another YouTube video that gives you the task. So, chapter 15, page 47. The baby might not die, I said. That's good, said Mina. I sat on the wall a few feet away from her. You weren't at school today, she said. I wasn't well. She nodded. Not surprising considering what you've been through. You weren't at school either, I said. Oh, I don't go to school. I just stared at her. My mother educates me, she said. We believe that schools inhibit the natural curiosity, creativity and intelligence of children. The mind needs to be opened out into the world, not shuttered down inside a gloomy classroom. Oh, I said. Don't you agree, Michael? I thought of dashing across the yard with Leaky and Coots. I thought of Monkey Mitford's temper. I thought of Miss Clark's stories. Don't know, I said. Our motto is on the wall by my bed, she said. How can a bird that is born for joy sit in a cage and sing? William Blake. She pointed up to the tree. The chicks were in the nest. The chicks in the nest won't need a classroom to make them fly, will they? I shook my head. Well then, she said, my father believed this too. Your father? Yes, he was a wonderful man. He died before I was born. We often think of him, watching us from heaven. She watched me with those eyes that seemed to get right inside. You're a quiet person, she said. I didn't know what to say. She began reading again. Do you believe we're descended from the apes? I said. Not a matter of belief, she said. It's a proven fact. It's called evolution. You must know about that. Yes, we are. She looked up from her book. I would hope, though, she went on, that we also have some rather more beautiful ancestors, don't you? She watched me again. Yes, I said. She read again. I watched the blackbird fly into the tree with the worms drooping from its beak. It was great to see the owls, I said. She smiled. Yes, they're wild things, of course. Killers, savages. They're just wonderful. I kept dreaming I heard them all through the night. I listened for them too. Sometimes in the dead of the night when all the traffic's gone, I hear them calling to each other. I joined my hands together tight with space between my palms and a gap between my thumbs. I listened. Listen, I said. I blew softly into the gap and made the noise an owl makes. That's brilliant, said Mina. Show me. I showed her how to put her hands together, how to blow. At first she couldn't do it, then she could. She hooted and grinned. Brilliant, she said, so brilliant. Leaky showed me, I said, my mate at school. I wonder if you did it at night, the owls would come. Maybe you should try it. I will, tonight I will. Hoot, she went, hoot, hoot, hoot. Brilliant, she said, and clapped her hands. There's something I could show you as well, I said. Like you showed me the owls. What is it? I don't know. I don't even know if it's true or if it's a dream. That's all right. Truth and dreams are always getting muddled. I'd have to take you there and show you. So she opened her eyes wide and grinned, like she was ready to go right now. Can't go now, I said. Along the street, Dad opened the front door and waved. I've got to go, I said. I've got to go and get 27 and 53. She raised her eyes. Mystery man, she said. That's you. The blackbird flew out of the tree again. I stood up to go. I said, do you know what shoulder blades are for? She giggled. Do you not even know that? She said. Do you? It's a proven fact. Common knowledge. They're where your wings were and where they'll grow again. She laughed again. Go on then, mystery man. Go and get your mysterious numbers. Okay, so what a great chapter, and you can see the relationship forming between Mina and Michael. It's lovely to see. But the statement that I want you to look at is on page 47, so right at the beginning of the chapter, just under halfway down, where I know Michael says, you weren't at school either. And then she goes, I don't go to school. And then he stared at her. And then this is the statement. So it's, my mother educates me. We believe that school inhibit the natural curiosity, creativity, and intelligence of children. The mind needs to be opened out to the world, not shuttered down inside a gloomy classroom. So basically, Mina's family are against going to school and they're more for homeschooling, okay? Whereas Michael is obviously going to school, he's not being homeschooled, so he's in shock by that statement. And what I want you to do is have a little think with your parents, your siblings, or anyone in your household about the pros and cons of being homeschooled. What a great opportunity to discuss this point, because obviously at the moment you're all at home learning with your parents, and so we have a really good insight into this concept. So I was going to do another YouTube video to explain the task, but actually I think you can just go ahead with this. I need you to make a list of the pros and cons of homeschooling, and then the pros and cons of going to school, okay? Once you've got that list, so you should have 2 separate lists, next week, for our first lesson on Monday, we're going to be writing a balanced argument about this. So it's really important that you get as many facts down as you can for both being homeschooled, so the pros and cons of being homeschooled, and then the pros and cons of going to school to learn. And feel free to email me some of your ideas. If you don't want to email me, then that's fine. You might want to wait until you've written your balanced argument next week. I will try and respond, but I will let you know I am moving house today, so I'm going to be extremely busy, okay? I'll do my best to respond as much as I can. So, hope you write lots of ideas down. If you get stuck, email me, ask a friend, and I'll try and respond as soon as possible. Good luck!